Once upon a time, in a quiet town near a wide-flowing river, lived a 26-year-old young man named Arjun. From the outside, his life looked normal. He had a small job, a place to live, and people who cared about him. But inside his heart, there was chaos. Once upon a time, in a quiet town near a wide-flowing river, lived a 26-year-old young man named Arjun. From the outside, his life looked normal. He had a small job, a place to live, and people who cared about him. But inside his heart, there was chaos. Later, when he was alone, regret filled his heart like heavy rain. His anger ruined friendships. His sadness stole his sleep. His fear stopped him from trying new things. Some days, he felt angry at the world. Other days, he felt angry at himself. His emotions controlled him like a wild horse, and he didn't know how to hold the reins. At night, Arjun often sat near the river, watching the water flow. He felt the river understood him. Loud, restless, never stopping, just like his mind. One evening, an old fisherman came and sat beside him. The old man had silver hair, tired eyes, and a peaceful face. He carried no anger, no hurry, only calm. The old man looked at Arjun and said gently, "You come here every evening, but your heart is never here." Arjun was surprised. "How do you know that?" he asked. The old man smiled softly, "Because your eyes look at the river, but your thoughts are fighting somewhere else." Arjun sighed deeply. For the first time, he felt someone truly saw him. He said, "I cannot control my emotions. Anger controls me. Sadness follows me. Fear holds me back. I want peace, but I don't know how." The old man stood up slowly and said, "Come tomorrow morning. I will show you something." The next morning, Arjun met the old man by the river. The sky was soft blue, and the water reflected the rising sun. The old man handed Arjun a small clay pot and said, "Fill this pot with water from the river, but don't let it spill while you walk with me." Arjun filled the pot carefully. They began walking along the riverbank. Birds flew above them. Fishermen worked silently. The breeze touched Arjun's face. But Arjun noticed something strange. As long as he focused on keeping the water steady, his mind became quiet. He was not angry. He was not worried. He was simply present. After some time, the old man stopped and said, "Now look into the pot." Arjun looked inside. The water was muddy and restless. The old man said, "Shake it." Arjun shook the pot. The water became even more disturbed. "Now," the old man said, "put it down and do nothing." They waited. Slowly, the mud settled. The water became clear. The old man smiled and said, "Your emotions are like this water. When you react, you shake them. When you fight them, they become worse. But when you pause and stay still, they settle on their own." Arjun listened quietly. The old man continued, "Anger is not the enemy. Sadness is not weakness. Fear is not failure. The problem begins when emotions become your master." Arjun asked softly, "Then how do I stop reacting?" The old man picked up a stone and threw it into the river. Waves spread across the water. "Can you stop the waves?" he asked. "No," Arjun replied. "But can you stop throwing stones?" the old man asked. Arjun understood. The old man said, "Life will throw stones, words, loss, failure, betrayal. You cannot stop that, but you can choose whether to throw stones back." That day, Arjun went home with a lighter heart. But change did not happen in one day. A few weeks later, at work, someone insulted Arjun in front of others. His chest burned. His fists tightened. The old anger rushed back. But then he remembered the river. He took a deep breath. He did not speak. He did not react. Later that night, he felt proud, not because he won an argument, but because he won over himself. Another day, sadness came without warning. Memories of the past made his heart heavy. Instead of running away, Arjun sat quietly and let the sadness pass like clouds in the sky. Slowly, he learned an important truth: emotions are visitors. They come, they stay for a while, and they leave. Only when we hold on to them do they turn into suffering. Months passed. Arjun changed, not outside, but inside. He listened more. He reacted less. He spoke calmly. People noticed. Relationships healed. His sleep returned. His smile came back. One evening, Arjun went to the river again. The old fisherman was there. Just as before, Arjun bowed his head and said, "Thank you. You taught me how to control my emotions." The old man smiled and replied, "No, I only showed you the river. You learned by watching yourself." As the sun set, the river flowed quietly, strong, steady, and calm. And inside Arjun, a river flowed too. Not wild anymore, not restless, but peaceful. He helped others quietly, speaking calmly, listening more than before. Small acts of kindness reflected his inner change. One evening, he returned to the river alone, feeling a deep sense of calm. The sunlight reflected softly on the water. The old fisherman was there. As always, Arjun bowed his head and said, "Thank you, you taught me how to control my emotions." The river flowed quietly, strong, steady, and calm. The golden light reflected the peaceful environment. Arjun felt a river inside him too, steady, calm, and peaceful. Inside him, the wild river of emotions had settled, merging with calm light, symbolizing mastery over feelings. Every wave of anger, sadness, and fear now passed without disturbance. His mind mirrored the serene water. Arjun walked along the riverbank toward the horizon. The sun cast soft, warm light on the path ahead. He understood, emotions are visitors. Pause before reacting. Stay present, and peace rises within. His footsteps faded along the quiet riverside, marking the journey of growth and self-mastery. Night fell. Stars reflected in the calm river. The world was quiet, mirroring Arjun's inner peace. The clay pot lay empty. Mud settled at the bottom, symbolizing his mastery over restless emotions. Scattered stones along the riverbank reflected life's challenges, now no longer controlling him. Morning light broke through the clouds, illuminating the river, symbolizing clarity and hope. He looked toward the distant hills, feeling the vastness of life and the power of calm. Sitting by the flowing river, he meditated, fully present, fully aware of his emotions. The river, the sunset, and Arjun, together they reflected complete harmony. The story of inner peace was now complete.